Welcome to the Total Outdoors with the Yankee Cowboy. Over here on the bench I got a few things laid out that we're going to get into and talk about. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you to all the people that left comments and sent PMs about the loss of my sister. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. A lot of people out here I just dialogue with, strangers, but just goes to show you that there are people that care out there, and I just want to say thank you. But we're going to get into this video because I got to try and keep my mind moving and press forward. So I decided just keep chugging along and just doing the videos because I got to focus a little bit to do these videos, so it takes my mind off it. And this video that I'm doing here, it may not seem significant, but this is something I wanted to talk about for a while, and now's the perfect time to do it. So I got everything set up on the bench. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, and then we're going to discuss magazines and different types of ammunition. Okay guys, as you'll see, I got the M&P 1522 laid out here, and I got some various ammo and various magazines laid out. First thing I want to do is talk about ammunition. I'm just going to show you, only thing I have laid out is what I own, so I don't have any others, but it's all relative. First things first, here's a 40 cal. This is Tull ammo, T-U-L-A-M-M-O. It's Russian ammo from Walmart, 40 cal. This is very cheap. They're 12 bucks for 50 rounds, which isn't bad. And these things cycle great through the Kel-Tec. And then here we got Remington Target 22s. The fit and finish on these isn't exactly that great, and this is my whole point of this video. The fit and finish of how the bullet is in the casing is critical. Now see, this ammo here, this isn't pressed so far into the case where there's a jagged edge where it can catch. So that's something you got to look for. Just because the ammo is cheap doesn't mean that it sucks. So when you buy it, I mean, examine the ammo, see how it's done. The fit and finish of it. I mean, this looks like crap. I mean, this casing's not polished, but who cares? That's gonna get thrown away anyway. The fit and finish and how it cycles through your firearm is what's important. So these here are good. They work well. Now these Remington Target 22s, on the other hand, these are just straight up lead. They get very filthy, and the fit and finish on these, it isn't good at all. If you run your finger down the side, it's not good at all. Now I bought the Federal. These Federal right here, the fit and finish is fantastic on this. Very good. No problems with cycling these Federals through the M&P or through the Viper. And here's a magazine all loaded up with the Federals in it. Here's my 40 cal mag all loaded up with the Tull ammo, the Russian Walmart ammo. No problem cycling this ammo. And here's our nice clean magazine for the Remington Viper 22. Which leads me to my next point of the video, other than the fit and finish, is we're going to talk about taking magazines apart and cleaning them. So we're going to get into that. Okay guys, as you can see, I had the ammo laid out here. I'm going to move this out of the way because I want to get into the aspect of taking apart the magazine and why. Now the reason I say this is you could have shitty ammo, like this particular Remington one I was telling you about, cycle through your gun and hang up, and you'll think it's the ammo, and it's not. A lot of times it's going to be what you can see here. See all that fouling? That goes all throughout the entire magazine, and people overlook this a lot, including myself. And you'll clean your gun, you'll clean everything up. You're not going to clean the magazine. Some people clean both, but I mean, some people don't. They don't even know that it comes apart, and they'll wonder why it's not. You're getting jams. Oh, the ammunition sucks. It's no good. It's not the case. So the reason why I got the M&P out. Let me drop this mag out. Set this aside. The reason why I got the M&P out is because here's a classic example. Look at this magazine. It's all polymer, you know. It's all one, you know. Well, it's two-piece, but it's molded together. You wouldn't see any spot for this to come apart, you know. I mean, this piece doesn't look like it does anything. But on the bottom, there's a little recessed tit inside there. And what you'll do is, unlike on the Viper where you just slide this cover open, there's nothing that holds it on, so you got to be careful with this one. Let me grab, let me grab a wrench here. What you'll do here is you'll take, you know, any object that's going to fit in there. I'm just going to use an Allen wrench because I got it handy, and you'll push down on that nub and slide it back. But hold your hand over it because, you know, you don't want the spring to come flying out. You'll slide that off, and then out comes the spring, which this spring gets fouling on it, you know. You're going to get lead, you're going to get, you know, powder deposits. It's going to get fouled, and it's not going to slide and work good unless you put some oil and you clean it. Because, you know, your car is only going to run as good as the gas you put in it and how you take care of it. Same thing with your firearm. I mean, this thing's only going to slide up and deliver ammo into the receiver as good as it's taken care of, as clean as it is, as lubed as it is. So after you take that out, you'll just push the thumb slide down. That'll come out. Then your plastic follower will come out, and now you can actually spray this out. You can run a cloth through it, clean it up real good, you know, get all the fouling off of here, because believe me, this is dirty. And you know, it's going to perform more efficient. Same thing with this 40 cal magazine. See on the bottom there? You'll push in on that, and then this cover will slide off. The spring will drop out, and you can really clean this, because this is, you know, 40 cal is a big bullet, and you could, you know, you could really clean this good because you got a nice wide area to get at. But the point of the matter is like I said, get this thing clean as you can get it. Throw a light coat of Rem oil in there. Get it all nice and clean, you know. Make sure that, you know, whatever you use, you read the directions first, that it's not going to deteriorate your plastics, because this is all polymer. And, you know, keep it clean. I mean, this isn't terribly dirty yet. It's still new. But, like I said, most people probably wouldn't even know that these M&P Smith & Wesson mags come apart for the AR-1522. But I really want to touch base on this, because this is very important that, you know, you keep your magazines clean. They're only going to feed ammunition as good as, you know, as clean as they are. And your ammunition is important as well. I mean, these Federals right here, the fit and finish is fantastic on it. But now these may end up jamming up one day if nobody cleans their magazine. You know, and there's so much fouling and you know, so much dirt in there that they'll end up jamming up, and people say, oh, these suck, these Federals are no good. You know, I use CCIs, but, you know, it's not the case. It's only going to perform as good as you take care of it. So, reassembly on this, piece of cake, you know. Send everything back in. Put your follower back in. You're gonna put your little thumb button back in it. Get that lined up there. Put your little thumb button back in there. Your spring's gonna go back in there. Make sure the spring's got to catch on that follower. It's just gonna ride against it and push on it. You'll send that in. And then there's a cap for the bottom. Just going to slip that in your spring. Send it all back down in there as best you could without the spring flying out. And then you're going to take this cap and slide it back on, just like that. You hear it click. Get our magazines back together. See, there's our follower. Piece of cake. I mean, it's a piece of cake to take it apart and clean it. Here's the Remington Viper one. This one has no fancy doodad. You just slide that and the spring will pop out. I don't want to take this one apart because this one's all clean and ready to go. And then same thing with the 40. You'll push on that nub, slide this cover forward, hold your hand over it, the spring will come out, and clean it all up. And then, you know, you're gonna have a reliable firearm. At least you know everything's clean on it and functioning properly. But again, so just keep that in mind with the magazines and the ammunition that you use. Inspect your ammunition. Make sure the fit and finish is good on it. And that's about it, guys. I mean, that's all I can say on that much. Questions or comments below. As always, thanks for watching The Total Outdoors with the Yankee Cowboy.